What up, everybody? The official trailer for the final episodes of Power Book 2 Ghost is here, as we are officially less than a month away from the premiere of Part 2 and the final 5 episodes. And the first thing that stood out to me is the song playing in the background, saying, "Woke up in the morning, what do I see? Dark clouds forming in the heavens over me. But I say, hallelujah anyway, because tomorrow's a brand new day. The sun's gonna shine on me. Change is gonna come finally. Tomorrow's a brand new day." And this is the same song from the teaser for the final 5 episodes of Power, warning us that we can expect that the final 5 episodes of Book 2 will be very dark. And of course, the trailer concludes with the main theme of Season 4, like father, like son. So the big question to ask, is this foreshadowing that Tariq St. Patrick will have the same fate as his father, or will Tariq live to see a brand new day? Let me know what you think in the comment section. The trailer starts with Tariq dressed in all black, possibly waiting on someone, or turning around as he's being approached by someone. There's also a window behind him. He possibly broke into wherever he is through the window and is waiting on someone. But the very next clip had Tariq possibly in the same outfit, still dressed in all black, with both Monet and Diana behind him being held at gunpoint by Detective Carter. This also looks like it's taking place at Monet's house. Then there's also the clip that shows Diana dressed in what looks like the same outfit that she was wearing while being held at gunpoint by Detective Carter. And in my opinion, this is the most interesting clip from the whole trailer, with Diana holding a weight and taking somebody out. This is very reminiscent to how Ghost took out Marshall Williams in Power Season 4 while he was locked up. But the question is, where is Diana at that she happens to be in a position that she can take someone out with a weight? Ghost was in the weight room in the prison and also beat Marshall Williams down. So how does Diana find herself in this same position? Possibly she's taking somebody out while they're asleep. The other clip with Diana dressed this way was the same clip from the teaser, except this clip is in color so we can see the red light flashing from outside. So that's most likely the police, Carter and his task force pulling up on Diana. We also see Diana holding a gun in the trailer as well, which could be her planting the gun Tariq killed Salim with on somebody. A few days ago, I talked about Tariq and Diana potentially framing Drew for Salim's death. Make sure to go on my page and check out that video if you haven't yet. The next clip on the trailer shows Davis MacLean looking concerned or worried, possibly about to have to make a big decision. I mentioned the teaser for the final 5 episodes of Power that had the same song playing in the background. If you were to go back and watch that teaser, it doesn't have that many similarities that I noticed offhand to the Book 2 teaser. But one that I noticed immediately was Tate standing in a similar position to Davis at the same point in the trailer. And we know that Tate was one who had a reversal of fortune at the end of Power, as he went from being down on his luck after a failed governor campaign to getting the Democratic nominee for governor, even though it was revealed in Book 2 that Tate lost the election for governor. Davis has been down on his luck all Season 4, and things have just been getting worse for him. Will Book 2 end with Davis having a reversal of fate like Tate did at the end of Power? Speaking of Rashad Tate, we didn't see him at all in the first half of the season, but he will be in the second half of the season. The trailer shows Tate at what looks like is either a police station or possibly even an autopsy room, with a look of demon time on his face. You can see it in his eyes. This was the same look he had on his face when he was coming for Ghost at the end of Power. I've been once saying that Kamal would survive, but now after seeing this clip, there's definitely a possibility that he gets Christmas canceled. And if that happens, keep in mind that Kamal also has a wife and a son he will be leaving behind as well. Then we see Tariq and Braden at the Stansfield campus being approached by Kane and Noma. This must be Tariq and Braden agreeing to meet up with Noma to talk, but in a public place to make sure that they would be safe. There's also another clip that was also in the Part 1 trailer, and in the part 2 teaser with Tariq and Davis having a face-off with Kane and Noma in what looks like to be some kind of tunnel. The fact this is the only scene from the part 1 trailer that didn't air in part 1 lets us know that this scene must be of significance, or possibly the first scene in part 2. But this clip has Noma putting her knife to the neck of Tariq. I'm guessing this is Noma giving Tariq a warning and not taking him out. Possibly Tariq forces Noma to start working with him and Brayden again using Anya as leverage. And this is Noma warning Tariq to stay away from Anya. Because Tariq and Brayden will most likely need a new supplier at some point in this season, because the trailer also showed Tariq getting choked out by Zion, but also shooting what most likely is Zion at the same time, because Tariq is wearing the same coat. And also, we can see the banister from Zion's fight club where he watches the fights. The trailer also shows Zion doing a drive-by, most likely targeting Kane in retaliation for showing him up in the ring. Because there's another clip with Kane being shot at by somebody and ducking bullets. This is most likely the same drive-by with Zion gunning for Kane. Other than this clip, we don't get much from Kane in the teaser, other than a clip of Kane and Noma waiting by the water, another with Kane knocking someone out. Keep it in mind the teaser showed Kane with someone's face mashed up against a fence with a gun to them. So it looks like something's going to set Kane off in the second half of the season as well. Tasha St. Patrick is confirmed to at least make an appearance in part 2. This clip has Tariq wearing an all-black hoodie, hugging his mother, who is also wearing all black. My question is, what has reunited Tasha back with Tariq this time? Was there a death in the family? Because the part 2 teaser did show Tariq dressed in all black with a tear in his eye. So what if something happens to Big Mama or Yaz, possibly getting hit in the crossfire from someone targeting Tasha? This would send Tariq on demon time, especially if something happened to Yaz. Effie only had 2 scenes in the last 2 episodes, but we see 2 clips with her in the trailer. The first is with her just laying there looking upset, possibly after finding out Diana is pregnant. But like I've said in other videos, I wouldn't overlook the possibility of Effie being pregnant also. And when I've said that before, I've had people say if she is pregnant, then it's Kane's baby. And that is a possibility, but at the same time, she could have already been pregnant with Tariq's child when she was messing with Kane, because her and Tariq only broke up the day before he got Diana pregnant. The next clip with Effie gives us more context to the clip we saw of Effie with her hands up from the teaser. This shows Effie running away from most likely what is the cops, and this is also most likely during a meetup with the Russians, because the trailer also shows Carter and Tate doing a raid of what looks like the bar that the Russians be at. Then there's Drew standing next to Carter's patrol car with Monet's G-Wagon pulling up next to him. We also see Drew in prison getting a fight with somebody. This is reminiscent of Andre Coleman in jail and how he picked a fight to get away from 2-Bit and Spanky. Keep it in mind that the teaser showed Drew in jail getting dragged off by 2 CEOs. So will Drew have the same fate as Andre Coleman, getting killed in jail? The part 2 teaser show Calder and Lewis raiding Monet's crib. The trailer shows Calder approaching Monet as she has her hands up. And there's another clip in the trailer with Calder busting a van that is most likely doing some kind of pickup or drop. Getting me to the clip of Detective Carter at the precinct talking to 4 other cops. These cops that Carter is talking to don't look like they're part of his task force, but actually look like they could be his superiors. So hopefully this is Carter getting exposed. And the trailer also shows Brayden in a very similar position to what the teaser showed Tariq sitting next to a hospital bed. This is most likely either Elle or Becca he's next to at the hospital, most likely after overdosing or being given some bad coke. And we also see Brayden pointing a gun at somebody as well, and from those red curtains we can tell that it's Elle's dorm room. But the fact that Brayden is in a dorm and there's no silencer on the gun lets us know that he most likely doesn't pull the trigger. And if he does, he's almost guaranteed going to prison. But this could be a repeat of how he handled Lauren as well. Keeping in mind that he pulled the gun on her first before giving her money and telling her to get out of town. Possibly, Tariq tells Brayden to get rid of Elle because she's a loose end, but Brayden sends her out of town instead. But at the same time, now that Brayden's doing coke, and if Becca dies, possibly Elle being involved, either though I don't see how that would play out. Brayden might get all coked up and kill Elle in the dorm, then take his own life. I was told this was originally supposed to be how Tommy died on Power, so I can see that being the fate for Tiny Tommy instead. And there you have it. Whose story will come to an end and who will live to see another day? Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments. And also be sure to let me know anything I missed from this trailer as well.